Welcome to the studio at DC City Studios.
Gotcha. So let everybody know who you are and where you're from.
Well, I'm Corrine Barrett, and I am originally from Brooklyn, New York, and I live out here on Long Island now, but from New York. Yes.
Okay. So what brought you here to Long Island from Brooklyn? It's a big difference.
Oh, big difference. Our family, they moved out here. That was pretty much it, when my family moved out. Just,
Gotcha. How long you been involved in music?
All my life. All my life since I was a little girl, with my lead in Oklahoma as Lori.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So what first got you into music, I should say?
I think that you're born with it. I just knew I could sing, and I just felt the vibe and just went with it all my life. Talent shows, everything, and just knew. You kind of just know,
Tell me your first experience about one of your first talent shows.
Oh, well, it was fun. I didn't win first prize, but won second, and it was fun, just a piano player and a little kid, and it was really fun.
Just fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Who inspired you to make music?
Truly inspired me to make music, Tina Turner. Tina Turner is my mentor. Yeah.
What resonated about Tina Turner that made you like, I like her?
Her life, she's real. Her voice, it comes from the soul, and that's how I sing. I come from my heart, my soul, and it's just real. It's just not programmed, if you will, Yeah.
So Tina Turner inspired you.
She really did. She's just amazing.
What's your favorite Tina Turner record?
I knew you'd ask that question. Simply the Best.
That's a dope one.
Yeah.
It's dope.
Yeah, it's a really good one, and there's quite a few others.
Okay, so typically, what's a typical Corrine Barrett studio session like? That's something that people don't know.
Typical is creation. The creation process, it's here, and then the studio that I am in now, Don, who owns the studio, and Gina, who I'm working with, they take whatever's in my head that I create and bring it to music. So that's why I love this studio, because they hear what I hear, and then they make it real and come to life, And they're just so talented here, and they work with me and bring everything out that I have in my own creation to bring it to a song.
That's dope.
Yeah. It's a really great studio.
So you mirror your how could I say this? Now I'm getting checked out. So since you mirror your style off of Tina Turner's?
And gospel music, actually, because people don't know this, but I've been singing in a gospel group for a while, and this is the first song that I've ever incorporated that I've written with that twist of gospel, and then more of a feel with Enya in it. So it's kind of a mixture, it's something different than what's really out there now. So I kind of like that, the creation process of making that happen.
So you writing this on paper, or you doing this off the top of the head when you're in the studio making these songs?
Okay, so to be honest with you, it happens before I get to the studio. I always seem to get the chorus first, and it just happens in my head, and I create it. I hear it like a radio playing. So then I write the lyrics down, play around with the lyrics, of course, and then just the creation process happens when I get here, which is really kind of magnificent.
How long does it take you to write a song?
Fast. Because it's here, it's there, comes from my heart. You know, like I said, the lyrics, you know, move around a little bit, but the melody's there, you know.
Where do you pull inspiration from?
Inspiration, gospel music.
Gospel.
It goes back to gospel, and yeah, because they sing from their soul. You know what I mean? It just goes back to church. And
If you don't mind me asking, what religion do you practice? Since we talked.
I was raised Catholic, to be honest with you, but I do not practice a religion anymore. I am just a believer in God.
I can respect that.
Yeah.
I can respect that. Same here, same here, same
Yeah,
here, same
yeah.
here, same here. Grew up in a Baptist church as a kid.
Yeah, and believe me, I love the Baptist churches. I do. They are fun.
My biggest reason why I always wanted to go to church was because of the music.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
You know?
Whitney Houston's another favorite of mine. Like, she grew up in church too, so I've always listened to her and her soul, you know.
I get it, I get it. That's
Yeah.
dope, that's dope, that's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. So now, how many songs have you recorded since you've been doing this professionally?
Let's see. Maybe about 3 or 4 now.
Yeah, 4, okay. So
Yeah, so it's fresh.
Okay.
You know, I've written them, but now I've been really getting them down into the studio and releasing them.
Putting the music on.
Yeah, putting everything together, and it's been, yeah, a real awesome journey, you know.
Gotcha. So you got an album coming, or you just doing singles?
Singles right now. Yeah, I just have one out right now with the video, Why, and now this one is my newest one that I'm working on. Yeah, it's exciting.
So let's talk about that. Let's talk about that song, Why. Like,
Oh, Why?
yeah, what was the narrative behind why you call it Why?
Well, it's a very personal thing. It's related to domestic violence, which I'm an ambassador for out here on Long Island, and I, you know, support all of the domestic violence groups and everything like that. Personal journey, and felt free to finally share it with people. Do you know what I mean? Like, to help others.
I get it.
Truly.
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah,
dope.
and that's a mission, you know.
So it's more of a personal thing. I get it.
It was very personal, that song. But proud of it because it's helping others now, you know.
There's motivation for others.
Yeah, definitely. And you know, you can either fall apart with something like that, or you can literally pick yourself back up off the ground and get stronger and help everybody else. It's a choice, you know. I chose to help.
There's nothing wrong with that. That's nothing wrong.
Yeah.
So you've been through some domestic violence
Yeah.
and things like that, and that's what got you into it.
Yes.
It's good. That's good female empowerment. I think a lot of women, you know, go through that and they hide it for so many years and they don't want to talk about it.
It's funny you say that because I find just through my own journey, it's just not women, it's men, it's women, could be animals, and it's like pretty intense where domestic violence is concerned.
Yeah.
Goes like,
Yeah. But see, would you agree with me that on the other side of it, for men, it's not publicized as much?
exactly, not at all. And that's why I, you know, support the men too, because, you know, they really don't want to say too much about that, but yet they could be behind the scenes getting hurt. So it's a pretty serious subject, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah, most people don't, most men don't acknowledge that and come out and say it because they think it's more of a, they would say it's like a cowardly thing, right?
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, I've really never experienced that too much. So.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Oh man. Oh. How do you feel the impact? How do you feel about the internet impacting the music industry?
I think it's a great thing. The internet, I think it's really a really huge magnitude for indie artists. Yeah, I think it helps a lot, you know? Just giving a bigger spectrum for artists to like go out there and show everybody who they are, you know?
I agree with you. I think the internet has changed the way we all live.
Yeah, well, that's true. That's really true.
I think the internet, it's a gift and a curse. Would you agree with that?
It's a gift. Curse, I don't know about that part. I think it's just pretty much a bigger avenue for people to shine now, you know?
Because now people can make music in the drop of a dime and put it out virally. And
true. Like a lot of indie artists have a better opportunity now, and then to get recognized and things like that.
Do you think it's a lot harder for the indie artists to make it in today's climate, the way the music industry is?
Kind of. Yeah, like you can be loved by a lot of people, but it's very difficult for them, you know, to get picked up by record labels as well and have more support to release more music. But the good thing about it is you can release your own music and not, you know, be signed as well at the same time.
I got you.
So it's kind of like a double-edged sword type of thing.
Yeah, I would agree with
Yeah.
100. I also think that, I don't know, I think when you don't have a machine behind, when you got the machine behind you, you can reach more people.
Yeah.
I think the challenge that most indie artists face, and you could probably relate to this, is building a solid, I guess, following.
That's true, yeah.
Following.
It takes a while to build your following. People have to love your music, you know, and you can do a lot of work behind the scenes, which I have done, a lot of it by myself.
Yeah.
But I do agree, though, like with the record labels, they do pick you up to bring you to these magnificent levels, you know?
Do you think the major corporations, as we talk about record companies, do you think they just pick and choose who they want to make stars?
Not really too sure. I mean, I'm sure that they have selections of who they're gearing towards and what kind of sounds they want, but I'm sure they probably have their way of doing their businesses, you know?
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. What was the best advice you've been given?
That I've been given?
First.
Okay, so the best advice I've ever been given was through my family. No matter what happens in your life, you just keep pursuing and never give up on your dreams. And that's just something I've always lived with. There's going to be so many people out there that say you'll never make it. I've always heard that all my life. Oh, there's so much competition out there. You can hear it. I mean, if it was that way for everyone, then they wouldn't have made it. Do you know what I mean? So I try to just not compare myself to any other artist. I always try to focus on what I can do to give back and create. I don't look at myself as like, well, I want to be like this one or this one. I just keep my eye on the prize, focus, and never put myself in that situation. So, yeah.
I get it. I get it. So what's going to be after this song? So this song right here that we in the studio.
Oh, this one? What's after this one? Well, I already started writing another song, but I can't tell you yet. It's a secret. It's creation process.
So you're gonna put an EP out. There's gonna be an album in the near future.
Yeah, I think there's gonna be something pretty impressive coming. Yeah.
Who would you like to collaborate with?
You really want to know again, don't you? Who would you think? Tina Turner! No, I really would love to collaborate with her because I would just love to sit in the studio with her and just feel what she has to say. You know, like she's such a mentor to me that I would love to just collaborate with her and do something.
I can see that because Tina, she's went through some domestic violence.
She's a legend.
Herself as well.
Yeah, so she's a legend and she's just magnificent.
That's dope. Tina Turner.
Yeah, she's always been my mentor. I love her.
Tina Marie, you like her?
Oh, yes. When I was in the gospel group, that was my nickname. Here comes Tina. No joke. They always call me Tina Marie because the thing is, my voice is very like gospel-y, you know, like really powerful. But I wasn't able to show that in my other songs. So that's why this song, when it opens up, it's really like a churchy feel, and then it goes into like that Enya feel with the strings and goes into like ballady. So that's why I'm so proud of this song. This song is really different, which I think is nice because it's not what's out there all the time, you know? It's different.
I get it, and different is always a good thing.
Yeah, it's kind of like got a different feel, its own unique feel. Which,
going left sometimes is always a good thing.
I don't follow the crowd, you know, I just do me, and I just do what I feel, you know?
What keeps you motivated to keep making music? Because this industry sucks sometimes.
Well, it can be challenging, right? I have to say, like, just because I love music and because it's embedded in my soul, that's what keeps me going, is just loving music and recording studio sessions like this and just creation, and I just love it. It's my passion, you know? Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah,
that's dope. That's dope.
So,
do you play an instrument?
No, I did. I used to play the violin, but I would like to get back into piano. Yeah. Yeah. That's why I love the string section, because when I was a kid, I used to play violin all the time. I just let it go, which was maybe a mistake, but I want to pick up on doing an instrument again.
I think all artists should learn at least one instrument to incorporate into their music.
I agree with you.
Yeah. I think all artists should know how to produce music.
Sorry about that.
Sorry.